Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingwithME.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram. I have the next episode of the Travelogue Junk Journal, and this is the one that we started a couple of days ago, and I will link part 1 in the description box below for you if you hadn't had a chance to watch part 1 of how this cute little cover with its curved spine come together. And I want to take this moment right now to say that if you are not a subscriber here at Melina Pylant, Me Crafty Scrapper on YouTube, please subscribe, click that little bell so you get a notification every time I upload a new video, and give me a thumbs up on this video so that those liked videos go in your YouTube dashboard, and you can go to those videos and find one that you may have thought, oh, I don't know where that went, I don't know what the keyword is to find it again. You can always go to your liked videos. YouTube makes you a playlist on your dashboard. You can go to that and find every liked video you've ever liked on YouTube there in that playlist. So I would love to be in your liked video playlist. We are going to put in our pages. I have 3 signatures, and then that is, I've just cut these. I'm going to tell you sizes on those in just a minute. In video 1, we picked out our cover, our back cover, our spine, and then we curved our spine with our scoreboard, and now we are ready. Oh, and we also showed you how we cleaned up boo-boos in our pages, and I will go through a few of those in this one, but most all the boo-boos I explain in the first one. Now we're going to cover these inside covers. I'm going to put my pages off to the side. I have since the last video went through and cleared up a few more of those little boo-boo places on these pages, and I have scored the folds pretty tight so that they're going to fit in my 2-inch spine really well. I have also got the pack of die cuts. I didn't have these out in the last video, but this is the die cuts that goes along with this 49 and Market antique ancestry, vintage ancestry anywhere collection. It's all about travel maps, things like that, and then it has some great ephemera that goes along with it. And both of these, let me pull out this paper, which I have cut it up some, so you're not going to see it in its full glory, but not that. That's my own ledger paper. Look at there, at all those different patterns in this collection. And this is in the shop, ScrapbookingwithME.com. And then it's got laser cut papers in the back too. Let me turn that over so you can actually see what it is right side up. Those laser cut, and then those laser cut. Very cute. I love those little hearts that look like maps. Cute, cute, cute. So I plan on using those in this. I plan on using that ledger paper that you saw me take away there for a minute in this also. And here's some of the, it says Happy Trails, go and see the world on our way. Are we there yet? I've heard that a few times. And they've got little postcards and suitcases and ticket stubs and things like that. So I really like this ephemera pack that comes with that, or that goes along with that collection. And since that last video, I have also went in with my walnut stain, Tim Holtz ink, and inked around my edges here, all around, and then I inked, making sure that you could still see the ink on the inside. And then I cut my 2 panels out of that same paper collection, cardstock collection actually, to fit here and have just a small little mat around the edges. And these are cut at 5.5 by 8.5. So 8.5 by 5.5 is your little inside covers that cover up your front and back cover. I'm using the word cover quite a bit. Alright, we need our score tape. Let's go ahead and put these panels on. So I've had a few comments about how they love this curved spine. I'm loving it too. Now, no knock on a square spine hardcover journal, because I love those too. But I wanted something different for this one. I wanted it to be able to travel if I wanted it to, and me not be so protective of it, because with a hard square spine, you don't want to bend it or anything like that, because it'll lose its shape and then it'll be really wonky. So with this one, with our curved spine, it's got a little bit more forgiveness to it. So since this is a travel themed journal, I thought that it would be quite nice if we could have some room for forgiveness if we wanted it to travel with us. So this is kind of like a traveler's notebook, travel themed traveler's notebook, but it's in junk journal form. And get all of this backing off. I love score tape. I just wish that it magically had where the backing would come off when you twitched your nose. That's the only thing about score tape, but I love the way score tape adheres. So let's get this last one off, and then I'm going to put just a few little zigzags of glue in between my Z in the middle here, just to make sure we're good and held. And then I'm going to flip it over, make sure directionally we are correct before I put it down. And then off camera I inked these edges already on these panels, so we are good there. And get it as even Stevens as possible before it adheres down, and let go. Oh man. Great. There we go. Ugh. It tore a little bit on the back, but at least it's on the back. Huh. Let's put a little bit more glue right there. There and there. Ugh! It got stuck really quick before I wanted it to. Alright. Aren't y'all glad I just show you all my boo-boos and don't edit them out? Now we're good. Alright. Ink everywhere. I mean, glue everywhere. I've probably got ink everywhere too. Whew. Oh. As Aaron Jonas says, that was a close one. I might need a drink of coffee before I go to the first one. Or the front one. Alright, let's put some score tape on this one. Now I'm feeling all that little beady glue all over my hands. Whew. I started stress sweating there for a second. Thought I wasn't going to get that up. Okay, there and there. This is actually the back of the cover of that collection. It had this beautiful paper on the back cover. So I'm using that as my inside front cover of my journal. If anybody is going along with me and making this journal too, I want to see pictures. I want to see your creations. Alright, let's get this backing off. I love seeing everybody else's interpretations of what Mom and I show you in video form. And even if you make a video, we love watching your videos too. So you can always, if you go along with us and make something, you can always link your video in the comments below too in our videos so that we can find you easy. And also, if you mention us in your videos, you know that, if you don't know this, YouTube lets you do a mention when you use the @ symbol in front of our names, and it'll pull us up, and that way we find your videos easier that you've mentioned us in. So you can do that in your descriptions if you make videos. If not, and you just post in our group on Facebook, that is totally fine too. We love seeing your creations in the boutique. Now look how easily that one went down. That one just wanted to be a booger. Okay, so there are our front inside cover and back inside cover. And I had thought about inking this spine or covering it up and then, you know, doing my score lines again. But it goes along with all these colors anyway, so I'm good with leaving it like that. If you have a color chipboard that doesn't go along with your collection that you're using, by all means you can cover this up. Just do another 2-inch piece, 2-inch wide piece by 8 5/8, and just cover that up and then do your score lines again, and then you'll just have a little more reinforced spine there, so no issues. Alright, now let's go ahead and make this an official journal and put in our signatures. So if you've already put in signatures before, you know how to sew them in. You do not have to watch this part. You can hit the fast forward button. But I'm going to go over this just to show anyone that has never put in a signature what to do. And of course my way is not exactly like everybody else's way, but this is what works for me. And you probably have a whole lot prettier of an awl also. This is what I have. Alright, I'm going to put in my middle signature first. So I have them lined up like this. So a greeny brown one, then a corally one, and then a really, really green one in the back. But I'm going to put in my middle signature first. And all I'm going to do is line it up with that middle score line. Like that. And then I'm going to open it up to the middle, if I can find the middle. I will also go over how many pages are in each one of my signatures too after I finish putting them in. Okay, so I've still got glue, yuck, all over me. Trying to get that off. Alright, let's get that, and then I'm going to get my humongous paper clips, And I'm going to clip my papers so maybe they won't move as much as I'm putting them in. There and here. Straighten them out and make sure you're straight as you can be on that fold. Then line it up on that middle score line. Okay, you're going to put your crease of paper right at that middle score line in your curved spine. You're going to fold it up, fold that curved spine up like that, and then you're going to attach your papers close to that spine, just so you know when you start to do your punch pieces or punch holes that it is lined up, and it is. It's lined up there, it's lined up there. We are ready for punching. Yay! That took a hot minute, but we're all right. All right, so 8 5/8. 4 is around that. If you want to measure them out, feel free. But I'm just going with it. Almost there. Yay. Okay, there's our middle punch. And then we're going to go down about 2 inches. Do the bottom punch. Okay, got that. And then up 2 inches. And do the top punch. Okay, we are through, and look at that. We are exactly on that middle score line. So, yay that worked. I've really never done the score lines on my spine, so that was a learning curve. Alright, we've got our wax thread and our blunt needle. Okay, and I'm going to go straight through that middle hole. And out the back, and leave myself about 4 inches inside, and then I'm going to go through that back and up, pulling it tight but not too much right this moment. We will tighten it up after we get it all the way through. Then we're going to go inside all the way to the end or top and pull, and then back through the middle. Going to go straight up, and then we're going to go on the opposite side of what side that tail is. And pull up. Alright, and make sure that your papers are aligned how you want them. Mine are a little wonky right there. And push up there. We're good. Okay. And are we tight back here? No, we are not. So we need to be pulling both directions to get it a little tighter back here. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, that one's still not up top. And we should be now. Oh yeah, we're good and tight now. So now I will tie off. I'm going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to tie a bow in case we need to come back and tighten a little more. I'm not going to double knot it right this moment. Then I'm going to give myself enough tail to come back if I need to. Alright, so clips off. Okay, there is our first signature in, directly in that middle score line of our curved spine. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, now it is time to put in the other two. I'm going to go with the front one. Line my papers up with my other ones to make sure they're not too far off, which it is a junk journal. It doesn't have to be perfect. But I also don't want them whomper jawed either. That's a wonderful phrase that we use here in the South. Whomper jawed. It means crooked. Why we want to make simple words even longer by making up weird ones, weird phrases ourselves, I don't know. Alright, so we want to line up with that. Okay, so I've clipped it to my front cover. I've got all my pages tucked like they should be, and then I'm going to pull over on my front cover to make sure that it lines up, and it is now. Looks like I'm going to bend it up and see. It is on top, it's not on bottom, so let's just move the bottom. There we go. We good, we good. Alright, and then I'm going to clip my front signature to my middle signature. So there's my middle of my second one. Here's my middle of my first one. And we're going to bend up, and we're going to accentuate that score line that we're about to put this first one into, and make sure we're still lined up. It looks like the top needs to still come over just a touch. Alright, now I like going into that second signature that we've already got in and looking and making sure where my middle is, and it is right here. So then I go to this one to make sure that I get my middles right where they need to be. I want to accentuate that just a little bit more so that that little signature knows where it's supposed to go. Alright, there, and you might see my head in this one, y'all, because I need to make sure that I get it right where it needs to be. Alright, here we go. We shall see. I'm taking it off of this for a second. I'm making sure it's going where it's supposed to be going. Oh yeah. Yay. Right in it and right across from the other one. Look at that. Center, center. Right on that score line. Yay. Okay. So there's that one. And let's look where our other is, right there. Making sure I'm pretty lined up, and I am. Yay. Alright, I'm good with that. Okay, we're off just a touch on that one, but not too far. Not too far at all. Alrighty. Like we say, it's not perfection. Alright, I am going to go ahead, since you saw me sew in that middle one, you know what I'm about to do again. And I'm going to go ahead and sew in this front one, and then I'm going to put in the last one. If you are making along with me and you want to pause here, because when you see me again, all 3 signatures are going to be in. So you might want to pause the video and come back whenever your 3 signatures are sewn in. And I'm going to start this one and see you in just a minute. Okay, we got all the signatures in. All 3 signatures are in, and all 3 signatures are on their score line of that curved spine. And I think my stitching, as far as getting them as even, the holes as even as possible without measuring and all that, I think that turned out pretty spectacular myself. So we open up and you can see a little bit of that 2-inch spine, and I'm good with that because, like I said, it goes along with my paper collection really well. And then, so there's the first signature. You've got the space there, second signature, space there, and third signature, and then our back cover. I wanted to show you how many pages I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 pages in each signature. So that gives me 22 pages. When it's folded, gives me 22 pages in each signature. So 22, 44, 66. I have 66 pages in this journal, and can make fold outs to have extra spacing and stuff, extra writing. So I could do like ledger paper, cut it down just a mite and fold that in, and it fold out and have more space for journaling there. So I can easily add space. Alright, I'm wanting to make my pockets. I want to do 2 diagonal pockets on the inside cover. So one here, so like a secretarial pocket. And then I want to cover my front of my signatures. Now, I don't want to cover all of that up because I love that speckledy stuff, but I need something. The fronts of each signature need something. So I'm going to add something in there. I just don't know what yet. Like that, do like a torn cluster behind it, and I like that for the front. Yep. Use some torn paper behind it and then ink it. That would be very cute. Very cute. This is very cute. I got these little dashboards from Coco Daisy this month. Their theme is this travel, books and travel, I think is the theme. Those little suitcases go perfectly with that middle signature. That is too cute. I might have to fussy cut those out and put them in that corner. I think that would be very cute. And they even have little papers, and the colors go right along with this collection. And then there are also some fussy cut pieces, like this little bookmark. I thought that was very cute. Now that's talking about books. It's not really travel, but when you're reading a book, you know, you can travel anywhere you want to when you're reading a book. So they've got these little things, find joy in the journey. I thought that was very cute. And then, let's see, they have some more papers and things too that we can decorate with. And then I have this little treasure box over here. I've got a little label that says road trip. I've got a little camera and suitcase, little doolollies there. And then I got some more fussy cut stuff from Coco Daisy, like these little cameras. Look at that. How cute. So that's what I'm going to be decorating with in all of these pages and on the covers and stuff, or inside covers at least. On the front cover, I'm thinking I want to add, I've already crumpled this one section of seam binding. This is like a ivory color seam binding. I'm thinking I want to do 2 rows, like snip this off. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I want to do 2 rows of seam binding, and I want to crumple this other section up too, so there to there. And to make that crinkly seam binding, I mean, I just really just wad it up. That's all you do to get that crinkle look to your seam binding. So there and there. And I want some of it hanging off, so I like that. I'll put that up. I'm thinking using my Fabri-Tac, I'm going to put 2 rows of seam binding there at my spine and just make it where it's not perfect, kind of crumpled up a little bit like that. And then I found this little applique sewn star that I thought was very cute, that I would put there. I like that on my cover. But I'm thinking maybe a torn piece of paper back behind that, a little bit bigger than the star, and that will set off my cover. But I want to go ahead and I want to crumple this up just a little bit more, because the other one's crumpled better than this one. And then I like fraying the ends of the seam binding so that it shows over the cover too. There and there. Okay. And then like a big piece that's not blue, so it contrasts with this. And maybe put one of those map hearts on that applique piece. Let's see. Something like This one, let me get it out of the little laser cut thingy. Do I want to put it like, ooh, I like that. So staying in that little, because this can come out of that, but I like it in that. That's cute. Alright, let's find some torn paper to go behind this that contrasts with, ooh, I like that dark. Alright, let's see if we've got a wider, yes. Got a wider piece here. It's got some map on the back of it. I'm going to tear it that way. And then around this way. And then let's see what we need to cut off. Let's go in that way. Right. And then I need to come in here. So I don't want to go over that crease right there. But my star can go over that crease because I'm not going to flatten that down. So let's see if I want to make this a little smaller. No, I like that. I like that shape. So let's ink that. And I like some of that white core showing. It almost reminds me of mountains, which is our favorite getaway. That's our favorite road trip, is going to the mountains. Okay, I'm going to just put this on with some liquid glue. And then put on my seam binding and then my applique flower. Okay, put this where I'm wanting it, making sure not to go over that. Don't go over that. I'm whispering, sorry. I'm making sure, I'm actually talking to myself. Making sure not to go over that fold we've got right there where the cover starts, and we're not. We're good there. So let's go ahead and flatten that down where we want it. And then get our Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to do a line of Fabri-Tac right on that spine piece. That's where our first piece of seam binding is going to go. Right on that. And then I'm just going to pucker it up a little bit and get my little spatula and make it go in a little bit some, and so it's just not perfectly straight, and wad it up just a little bit in some places so that it's got some little puckers and stuff. That is cute. I like that. Alright, and then another line of Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to put it right on the inside edge of this piece, and then just a little bit on the cover itself so it stays really well. And get this other one going. I just wanted a little bit thicker. I put that one piece down yesterday and I thought that's just not enough. I need a larger, thicker border of fabric. In this case, seam binding, not fabric. And then I'm just going to ruffle it up a little bit so it's not perfectly straight, and we've got some waves in it. I like that. Cute. Alright, and then my star applique is going to go there. And then I've got a fly aggravating the stew out of me. Alright, I'm going to ink the edges of this and get it pretty dirty around the edges, like it's been on many road trips. Alright, oh fly, go away. Then I'm going to make sure that I don't want to move this around before that Fabri-Tac. Well, I like that. I like it zigzaggy. Alright, so I'm going to flip this over. My Fabri-Tac is getting the workout on this one. Alright, I'm going to go to my edges, but not all the way out, because some of these little pieces are going to be free and not laid all the way down. So see, like this one, I'm not going to glue that all the way down. Do I want it to go up a little bit more and off to the side a little more, or do I like it more that way? Alright, so let's press that down, what we do have glued down. And I want these to be free, so I'm not going to glue them down all the way, but I am going to come in and put just a little bit, especially on the seam binding, just so that it stays and doesn't get a mind of its own that it's going to come off, since that is so close to the spine. Alright, and then I'm going to do a little bit more here, just so that it keeps its place. Yep, I like that. Cute. Alright, then I think I'm just going to go ahead and use some Fabri-Tac to put this down also, since it's going up against our applique piece, and it is 2 pieces in one laser cut element. So I want to make sure that it sticks really well. Alright, do I want to have it straight up and down, or do I want to lean it? Or do I want to lean it that way? Yep, I like that. Our star's kind of leaning that way. This is leaning that way. So I'm going to go the opposite way with our heart. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Okay, so there is our cover, and since this is so inked, I'm going to dirty up this cover just a little more to get it going right along with that. Dirty that corner there. Cute. I like that. So there's our cover finished. It just needs to dry. And let's do our inside secretarial pockets, our diagonal pockets on our inside covers. And then I think, since this video's going a little long. I think our next video I will go through and we'll decorate these signatures and some of the pages and do a few flip outs. And then we'll do a full flip through of the entire journal. Okay, so let's do these secretarial pockets. They do not take long at all. They're very easy. Now, I really like this paper that comes in the collection. I'm going to cut all these apart. So I'm not going to use this, even though this is gorgeous paper. I'm going to cut all these apart and use them as little tags and tucks in the pages. So I'm not going to use that paper. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, there's our spine paper. There's our front inside cover. Let's see what else we got here. There's our blue we just used on the front. Ooh, that's pretty. And I just want some shallow pockets. I don't want them too big, but I think that's still too shallow. Let's go to this one. That's pretty, but it's too white. Our covers are white as it is. Let's see, is that the same? Yep, that's the same as that pink as far as width goes. So let's go to some other. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. Now this is from that Cocoa Daisy collection that I've got. That's very pretty. I like that. I'm going to use that as the front. That goes along so good with that. And then let's see here. I don't really want flowers. That's not really flowers, it's just polka dots in little groups. Ooh, that's pretty too. Even though it's got books on it, but I like that. I like that. I think that's going to be my back. Yep, that's going to be my back one, unless I like one of these better. Maps, flowers, stripes, that same paper there. Flowers again, another map. I like this. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut this in the middle where it's folded. Okay, and then we're going to do a diagonal pocket. So we're going to put it right at the, I'm going to come up just a little bit to show that mat from that paper we put on the cover. So I'm going to come in just a little bit so we have a little bit of a mat. And I'm going to mark here is our corner where that needs to end. And then let's go up to about there. I hope I can see that. Yep. Hopefully. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. And then I'm going to get this paper. I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, I know. Put it over on that side, Melina. I know that's what y'all were just screaming at me. Just turn the paper over, you moron. Alright, there. Right. There. That's going to be hard to see. There. And then right there. Okay. So if I do that and that, yes, that's going to be right. Yay. My elementary education paying off. Alright, I'm going to line my little marks up. There. And hope for the best. Look at that. How almost perfect that is. Beautiful. Alright, and go ahead and do the back one. I'm going to line those marks up. There it is, and there it is. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Let's see here. There. And there. Oh, it's so pretty. I just love it. Get out of here, fly. Alright, let's ink these edges. And we could put even little notepads or booklets that we make, whatever we want, in these secretarial pockets, because it's like a tuck, so that's more forgiving sometimes than a pocket is. That is so cute. I love it. Love it, love it. I'm just going to use some liquid glue to put that down, I think. Am I going to use liquid glue or 8-inch score tape? I might use 8-inch score tape, because that liquid glue, I'm like Mom, I don't drive my glue straight, and then it gets on up into the paper, and I have less room to put stuff in, tuck stuff into my secretarial pockets. So let's use 8-inch score tape. Let me find it here. 8-inch score tape is here. Okay, and now I am putting tape on this edge and this edge. So my two edges that come to this point is what I'm putting score tape on. And look how tiny, tiny. See? 1/8 inch score tape. It is the best thing to put in pockets and tucks with when you're not using the hinge method. If you're just putting them in flat like this, this is the best stuff to put in your pockets and tucks, because it's so thin and tiny, but it still sticks and adheres like a beast. So it works very, very well. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a dot of liquid glue right there on that, the edge where I didn't get score tape, just because I don't want to try to cut off that tiny bit of a piece of score tape. Well, just for that little dot of space, but I want to make sure that it's on there securely. Alright, so I'm wanting to put it down so that I can still see the matte of that white inside cover. That is cute. I love that. And then look here. I'm going to show you some pieces. Here we go. There and there. Some little tucks and pieces that you can put down in there. So cute. Love that. Alright, let's put this one on. And then I will be sure to show you some still shots at the end of the detail on the signatures, the front cover, and these inside covers. Make sure not to cut my paper when I'm cutting off my score tape. I cut that right at the angle. That is awesome. That hardly ever happens. I'm not good with tape tearing or cutting. Alright, there and there. And then little dot of glue here, and then I'm all the way to the edge on the rest of it, so I'm good there. Okay, and then just showing the white a little bit and get everything even Stevens. It needs to be a little closer. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Alright, little postcard. And what else have I got sitting around here I can just put in my tuck real quick. Look at there. Enjoy the journey. Joy in the journey. There we go. Cuteness overload. Love it. Alright, so that is it for this video. Next video, like I said, I will go through. We're going to decorate our secretarial pockets, and we'll decorate pages and do some tucks and some flip outs and things. And then I will have you a full flip through in that same video. So we'll have 3 parts. So this is part 2. Go back and watch part 1 if you haven't. This is part 2. We'll have a part 3 where we finish it up and do a final flip through of everything. And thank y'all so much for being here and watching and going along with me and being patient with me when I'm making my uh-ohs. And screaming at the camera saying, "Melina, do this." And then me not doing it. But you can leave a comment down below and let me know what you want me to do next time in a journal. I will be happy to try anything one time. If I don't like it, I will let you know and tell you that I won't ever do it again. But I will try anything once. Alright, so there is our cover, and I'm loving this journal so far. We've got all of our signatures on right at those little score lines in that curved spine, and I'm loving this journal so far. So be sure to check out my next video. We have Vacation Bible School going this week. We've had revival at the beginning of the week, Vacation Bible School at the end of this week. So it's been a crazy week, but I have been staying up late and getting up early and getting these videos done in this series for this Travelogue junk journal done for you. Be sure to watch at the end for some still shots of detail, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for stopping by and visiting, watching, and subscribing to my channel, guys. Y'all have a great day. God bless.